Now, I have never taken one of these clocks apart before. So, wish me luck. Okay, in looking at this clock, on the back, there's a little tab thing here, right there. And there's a corresponding tab thing down there at the bottom. Okay, I don't know if you saw that or not, but you push it down far enough, and I had to hold here in the front, pull that down enough that I could push this in and shove that out. So this is away from, right, it's out, and I'm going to pull this gently, pull this out, and then I'm going to lift it out of where that bottom ear right there is, and then that comes off. Okay, I stuck my screwdriver down underneath there and pried it, and this sweeping second hand came off. Now, I'll do the same with that one and that one. Okay, yay! So far so good. I've got to make some kind of notation where the 12 and the 6 and the 3 and the 9 are on here. So I have the washi tape at all of these 4 main points, and using a black marker I've written, like this is a 6 and a 9 and the 3 and the 12. Okay, now I can take this out. I'm trying to make it a habit of putting stuff away when I'm done with it. Okay, so they used some double-sided sticky tape stuff in there. I'm going to use a sheet from this paper pack of Recollections. This is kind of like certificate. It's says textured cardstock, and it's 65 pounds. But I'm going to use this kind of gray color. So I'm going to put this on upside down, and I'm going to trace around it. Ah, I didn't put it away. It's still up here. Okay. All right, so there I've traced my circle, and this will fit inside the clock face because I used this template thing. Oh, and then I got to mark the hole. Yes, okay, so now I have the hole here that I will need to cut out. Okay, I'm trying to make this as easy on myself as I possibly can. So I put the clock face on the circle that I drew, and then at each of these numbers, like at the 60, I drew a line, 55, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, so on, all the way around. So now I'll have a reference point, and I need a little more space here, and I need my ruler, and what I'm going to do is draw a light line from one reference point to the next. Okay. Alright, so I did that. I drew from one reference point to the other all the way around. Now I have each one of the little pie things, pie shapes. Alright, the next thing is going to be drawing these things inside the segment. And we'll see how that goes. Yikes! Sometimes I amaze myself with the things that I think I can do. But I'm up for the challenge. Let's see what happens. Okay, I have the first number penciled in there and the second one. This one I've got too high, so I need to erase that. So, what I'm doing with this really long ruler, this edge of the paper here, I am lining up with one of these solid lines. Not the dash line, but a solid line with the edge of the paper. And 3. This one's going to be kind of a short one. Two. Okay. Oh man. This next one is going to be a booger. Uh-oh. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one at 6 instead. And the reason why I'm going to do this one, I'm going to do this one, that way I'll know how much room I have to have on this side here to put that long equation in. And then I've got another kind of long equation over here. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to put that. Okay, I gotta think about this for just a minute. 5. Oh, almost. All right, how about if I go backwards? 4.3. Okay. And the top. Holy cow! All right. Well, that's on this line right there. Man, that was a trial. So now this is, all right, how about if I do this from the back? Okay, that's not going to work. So, a trapezoid. Okay. Alrighty. This one is a parentheses. Okay. Okay. $50. All right, and the final one. And 21. Oh, man. All right, I'm looking to make sure that my bisecting lines go right through, sort of, the center of each one of these. Wow. Okay. These Copic markers have not been out in a long time. I want to see if it bleeds through this paper. And how fine okay. And this is one of my markers. It's a Zig Memory System Dotterific. This was one of the first purchases I made way back when I first started. I want to check this one. I think I might be using this one, because this Copic marker is kind of spreading a little. Alright, the next thing to do, I'm going to wait a few minutes, 15 or 20 minutes, and let this dry before I use the eraser and erase all of my pencil marks. Okay. Alright, now what I'm going to do with this craft knife is I'm going to cut this circle out here. My Big Bite, the thing, is not this large of a circle. So I've got to, excuse me, I've got to cut this out with the craft knife. So let's try this. Okay. Alright, let's try that out in the works there. Okay, that'll be alright. That'll at least fit in there. Alright, now with my scissors, I'm going to cut out around my pencil line and try and be careful. Oh, better take off the center thing as well. Alright. Oi, 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 oi. Alright, let's see. Okay, that's going to fit in there. Alright. Well, 4 coats of paint later, and that looks pretty good. I like the black rims and stuff. Joe suggested that I put the hands in and put a battery in to make sure that this does actually work before I put the new face in and then put the cover back on. And before I put the cover back on, I'm going to clean it with some Windex. And I'm going to use this Krylon triple thick clear glaze. This stuff dries real quickly. It's above freezing here, but just. So I'm going to take this outside and spray it, and then I'm going to bring it inside to let it finish drying. I'm not going to spray inside the house. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. Look at how pretty and shiny that is. Just all sparkly. Okay, I'm going to take this off. Don't tell Joe, please. I don't think he'd be upset anyway. But I kind of take advantage of him, of his stuff. This is one of his drawing tools for making circles at specified sizes. So I'm thinking that around that center hole, where the hands go, I'm going to use one of my pens, one of my marker pens, and go right along his template. And then I'm going to color in around the hole, and hopefully that will disguise my crooked cutting. I got to get down inside there to darken up the edges. There. So that looks more like a circle instead of a jagged cut. Terrifically tacky tape, whatever. Anyway, this stuff. I'm going to put one there. Alright, now I got to get these out of there. Crap. Oh man, that is just... not such a very good thing. Well, it's in there. Crap. Okay. This is the hour hand. Not exactly sure how far that goes on. Okay, there. And here's the minute hand. Okay, and here is the second hand. All right. And for that, I'm going to use some Windex and a microfiber cloth. I don't want to scratch it up with a paper towel. Alright, let's put this guy back together. There. Down in that hole, and then that one in that hole. Okay, now here's the battery. And there it is. And there's the finished product. So, find a clock, change the face, paint it up, redo your clock in however you want it done. This is for my son, a mechanical engineer and a math person, just like his dad. This was fairly easy. It was a little bit more easier than what I thought it would be, but it was pretty easy. All right, now, maybe it's time for you to go show someone how special they are. Thank you. Bye.